Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to this beautiful flow class. Let's get started on our mat, lying down. Give yourself a big head to toe stretch and a deep breath in and out, filling your lungs with oxygen. Reaching over your head, pointing your toes. Just take some deep inhalations and exhalations, expanding your chest, expanding your lungs. I just want you to go throughout this practice and just go within. Listen to my words, become one with your body, release all the noises in your head, let go of the thoughts, and just listen to your breath and focus on your movements. Bringing your knees in, let's start. Squeeze your knees in, maybe bringing your forehead to your knees. Extend your legs, pointing your toes, and then flex your feet and flex your hands. And then just start creating a little bit of movement with your wrists and your ankles. Good. And then grabbing the outside of your feet, starting to open up the hips just gently into a soft, happy baby, relaxing our shoulders down. Keeping our hips down, maybe a rock from side to side, feeling our entire back being pressed against our mat. Good. Lower the right leg down to the mat, straight, grabbing onto our left knee and pulling it in, and then flexing both feet, taking a deep breath. Just starting our stretch before we flow. And then switching sides. Right knee goes in, left leg is extended out, flexing both feet. Taking a deep breath in and out. Good. Finding the mat with our feet, lifting up for a bridge, squeezing our glutes, starting to engage our core and the strength in our legs. Lift, lift, lift. Good. Reach our arms over our head, lift a little higher, squeeze, and then slowly lower all the way down. We're going to rock ourselves up. So bringing our knees in, do a couple rocks. So we're bringing ourselves up, rolling down, and come up into a comfortable seated position. Bringing your right arm over your head for a side stretch over to the left. And then over towards the other side, over towards the right. Good. And then bring yourself forward, just walking your hands, falling forward over your legs. Take a deep breath in. And then walking your hands forward as you extend your legs into your tabletop position. Bring your hips forward and back. Sit all the way down onto your heels into your child's pose, and then come up again, shifting your hips over to the right, forward, side, and down. Right, forward, side, down. And then reverse the circles. Hips go to the left, center of the mat, over towards the right, and then seated down, child's pose. And again, left, forward, right, down. Good. Come into your tabletop position, extending your right leg out, and just start to engage the core. Hold the belly in strong. Take a breath in and out. Extend the left arm over your head. Take a breath in. And then release the hand, flip the left toe, three-legged dog as you lift your right leg all the way up to the sky. A quick stretch. Lower the right leg and then extend the left leg, three-legged dog. Deep breath in. Lower the left leg down onto your knees. Left leg goes out, toes pointed in your tabletop position. Extend your right arm this time over your head. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then drop the right hand, come up onto your right toe, kick your left leg up, three-legged dog. And then lower down to meet at the back of the mat and find your version of your downward facing dog. So you can keep your knees bent, you can keep them straight, you can start moving from side to side, pedal out your heels. Just take it easy for your first downward dog. See how this feels. Good. Let's start with our gentle flow. We're going to bring our body forward into our high plank position. Keep your toes together at the top of the mat. Drop your knees, release your toes, float down all the way down to the mat. Bring your arms out to the side, lift up into your cobra and lower. Lift and lower. One more time, lifting your body up. Relax your shoulders. Bring your arms in closer. Lift up to upward dog or cobra. Deep breath in. And then bringing the knees out into your wide-legged child's pose. Dropping your head. Taking a breath in. And out. Come back up into your tabletop position. Flip your toes. Downward facing dog. Lift your heels. Bend your knees. Jump, hop, or step to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, flat back, hands go up on your shins, lower down, forward fold. Take a second in your forward fold, bending your knees, letting your head be heavy, shaking your head, yes or no. Good, stretching your hamstrings, reaching your fingertips, bending at the hip creases. Good, bend the knees, rise to stand, reach your arms up. And then floating yourself down all the way down to the mat. Bend the knees, jump, hop, or step, high plank position, chaturanga, upward dog or cobra, to downward facing dog. Good, left leg goes to the sky. Bend the left knee, open up the hip, and then stepping the left foot forward and come up into your warrior one. Reaching your arms up. Warrior one, bending the front knee. Back leg is straight. Flowing it out, bringing your arms down and then up. Flow it down. And on the rise, we're going to come up into our warrior two. Opening up our body, maybe pivoting, moving the foot a little bit forward, bending the front knee. Relax your shoulders. Keep your gaze over your left hand. Bend deeper. Flipping both palms, reach up, look up. Extending the front leg, lower down warrior two. Flipping both palms, reach up, look up. Lower down warrior two. One more time, flipping both palms, reach up, look up. Lower down warrior two. Drop the back hand, flip the front palm, peaceful warrior. And then floating, cartwheeling the arms, coming all the way down into the runner's lunge. Back leg is straight. Bring your chest forward. Take a deep breath. Place your right hand down on the mat. Lift up your left arm for a twist. Bring the arm forward, down and around for some big arm circles, opening up the shoulders. Good. Dropping your hand down, releasing the back leg and the toe, and walking back into your half split. So left foot is to the ceiling, flexed, keeping the belly in, nice and tall. Walk your hands forward, back to the top of the mat. Flip your toe, come back into your runner's lunge. Good. And now bring your right foot to meet your front at the top of the mat. So you're going to slingshot yourself forward. Bring your feet to the top of the mat. Relax yourself down, forward fold. Bend the knees, rise to stand, reach up, look up. Maybe a little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. Roll your shoulders back, take a second in mountain. Have your feet grounded. Good, little flow. Bend the knees, rise to stand. Hands to heart center, hands find the mat. Bend your knees, jump, hop, or step, high plank position. Knees or toes, chaturanga, chest down. Roll it upward dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Right leg goes up to the ceiling this time, 3-legged dog. Bending the right knee, opening up the hip. Keeping your shoulders forward. Nice. Stepping it through, warrior one. Right foot goes forward. Warrior one, rise up and hold. Front knee is bent, Hips are square. Flow it out, dropping your arms down. Your body weight comes forward, keeping your lower body strong. Lift up, lower down. And on the rise, we're going to come up into our warrior two, opening up, pivoting towards the side, opening up. Look over your right hand, bend the front knee, relax your shoulders, and breathe. Flipping both palms, reach up, look up, take a deep breath in, extending the front leg, lower down. Flipping both palms, reach up, look up, lower down, warrior two. One more time, flipping both palms, reach up, look up. Good, lower down, warrior two. Drop the back hand, flip the front palm, peaceful warrior. Reaching back. And then cartwheel the arms, coming into your runner's lunge with your right foot forward this time. Drop the right hand on the floor. Extend the right arm for a twist. Create some movement by bringing your arm forward and back, up, forward and back. Big arm circles with the right arm. Good. Find your mat with your right hand. Drop the back knee, release the toe, and walk your hands back for your half split. Right toes are pointed towards the top of the mat this time. Belly is forward, relaxing your shoulders. Feeling this nice deep hamstring stretch. Walk your hands forward once again. Flip your toe, come back into your runner's lunge, and then slingshot by bringing your back leg to meet your front at the top of the mat. Come into your forward fold. Grab onto your elbows, maybe bring your feet a little bit further apart, and ragdoll side to side. Good. Bend the knees, rise to stand, reach up, look up. Float out, bring your hands to heart center, hands find the mat, halfway lift. Come up on your shins, flat back. Finding the mat, forward fold, bend your knees, jump, hop or step, high plank position, and right into side plank. So putting all of your weight onto your left hand, bring your toes together, come on, stacking your feet, and then the right arm goes up for a side plank, lifting your hips up. If this is too much, you could lower your bottom knee, or if you want to try something a little bit more, you could bend the top knee wherever you're at. Just lift your hips and then lower the right hand down, high plank position, and switch. So your toes are up and then you're dropping over, stacking the feet. Put all your weight on your right hand, lift your left arm up, hips are high. Again, you could lower the bottom leg and breathe. And then lower the left hand down, high plank position, lower down, chaturanga, upward dog or cobra, to downward facing dog. Good work. Walk out your downward dog. Good. Lift your heels, bend your knees, and jump to the center of the mat. Do a little halfway lift. Bend the knees, and then rise to stand. Good. Come into your own tree pose here. So bring your hands to center, and then just slowly start to lift your right foot up. You could start maybe by bringing it below the knee, relaxing your shoulders. Maybe you want to bring it up a little bit more. Good. Wiggling is good. And then lower down. Give yourself a shake. A little wobbly today. Take your left foot, bring it to the inside of your calf. Find your balance. Maybe bringing your arms out. What kind of tree are you today? Perhaps you're the tree of life. Good. Bring your hands to heart center and shake out your legs. Good. Bending your knees. Reach your arms all the way up and lower. And rise and lower and rise and lower. We're going to go right into our crescent lunge. So leaning over to one side, keeping your hips square to the top of the mat. And we're going to bend our front knee, reach our arms up. Crescent lunge. Good. Let's bring one arm under the other in our eagle arms, lifting our arms up, touching our elbow to knee, and rise. Elbow to knee, touch, and rise. Good. Elbow to knee, and rise. Open up warrior two, reaching up, straighten the front leg, lower yourself down, other leg. So we're pivoting the right foot forward. We're going to come into our square position and then reach both arms up, crescent lunge on the right. One arm under the other, eagle arms. Keep those elbows high, the shoulders down, elbows to knee touch. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. This is good for balance and strength. Tap and lift. Good. Open back up. Warrior two, flipping both palms, reach up, lower all the way down, wide-legged, forward fold, bending the knees. We go right into our Skandasana, or your version. So you can open your feet wide. You could float from one side to the other, feet into prayer, or hands into prayer. Or you could walk your hands. So your hands over from one leg to another. Hold and take a breath on either side. And again, walking over to the right, maybe lifting your toes, up and over to the left, maybe lifting your toes, coming back up to center, finding the mat with your hands, dropping your head, and then heel toeing your feet all the way to the center of the mat. Good. Bend your knees, rise to stand, reach up, look up. Lower your hands to your heart. Take a second in your mountain, rolling your shoulders. Let's flow it out. Come to the top of the mat if you're not already there. Bending your knees, rise to stand. Float your hands down to the mat. Bend the knees, pop back into your high plank position. Knees or toes, chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra. And let's sink back into our child's pose. Relax. Take some deep breaths here. Such a beautiful recovery pose. We can close our eyes, maybe sway from side to side, and then bring both hands over to the right side for a twist. Maybe your forehead or chin is rested on your right knee. And then arms back to center and over towards the left. Good. And back to center. Rolling yourself back up into your tabletop position, flipping your toes into your downward facing dog. Bring your toes together at the back of the mat a little bit closer. We're going to roll like an ocean wave, bringing our body weight forward into our high plank position. Hold in your high plank. Take a deep breath. Rocking forward and back. Keeping your belly in, strong, navel to spine. Good. Hips go up. Back into your downward dog. And a couple more times. We're coming forward. So we're actually curving the spine, lifting up high. We're on our tippy toes. And then into your high plank. Maybe a micro bend in the elbows, and then bring your body weight forward and back. And then hips go high, so you really squeeze your belly in tight. Beautiful. Walking out your downward dog, and then lift the heels, bend the knees, jump, hop, or step to top of the mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold, bend the knees, rise to stand. Go right into your warrior one. Lift your right leg up, stepping back, warrior one. Lifting the arms up high, bending the front knee, hold. Good. Open up warrior two. Nice. Drop the back hand, flip the front palm, peaceful warrior, into our extended side angle. Good. And then we're going to come back up to your warrior two, extend the front leg, and then we're going to reverse our triangle. And then right into our full triangle as we bring our body as much as we can forward. Drop that hand, reaching up. It's our triangle pose. Breathe, hold, pushing your hips forward, and then coming all the way up. Beautiful, good. Dropping your hands, pivot your feet to the center of the mat, and reverse the side. So we're pointing our other foot forward, coming right up into our warrior one. Bend the front knee, hold. Beautiful, good. Open up warrior two. Drop the back hand, flip the front palm, peaceful warrior. And then flow it right into our extended side angle. Opening up, feeling this in our heart. I love it. Good, come back up, warrior two, straighten the front leg, go right into your reverse triangle. It's a little bit easier. Feeling the beautiful side stretch, keeping the lower body engaged and strong with the floor or your mat. And then come forward, reaching forward for your full triangle pose. Remember, we're in that toaster. We don't want to get burnt on either side. Bringing our hips forward. Good, and then using your core, bringing yourself up, bend the front knee and bring yourself to the top of the mat. Toes together, reach up, hands to heart center, flow it out. Dropping your hands down to the mat. Halfway lift, hold, lower down. Another halfway lift, bringing your palms up onto your shins, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, jump, hop, or step, high plank position, knees or toes, chaturanga, upward dog or cobra, to downward facing dog. And just enjoy this downward dog. Last one in our practice. And maybe just hold for a minute as we feel the deepening sensation, our heels being heavy, our hips are high, trying to get our sternum, our chest, maybe a little bend in the elbows. Deep breath in and out. Beautiful. Dropping your knees down to the mat, release the toes, child's pose. Good. Come up in your seated position. Bring your arms out into cactus. Chest out. And side stretch again, dropping your left hand down to the mat. Your right arm over your head for a side stretch. And then over towards the other side. Just keep breathing. We're starting to bring our heart rate down. Swing it again over to the other side. Good. And this time we're going to carry the arm forward. We're going to drag our arms all the way across. We're going to come up on the other side. Like a beautiful dance, dropping, reaching forward, and back up. Nice. Come over onto your hips, bring your feet together, lifting your arms up, flexing your feet. Just focus on keeping your belly strong and tight, bringing yourself forward. Lower down into your seated forward fold. Maybe your knees are bent. Allow yourself to drop your head, create some movement. Nice, good. Scoot your body forward, dropping yourself all the way down, one vertebra at a time, slowly, 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 extending your body. We're going to finish as we started, so extending your arms over your head. Nice, good. Bringing your knees up and a squeeze and a rock from side to side. And then point your toes to the ceiling. We're gonna roll our shoulders back. We're just gonna relax our upper body. We're gonna feel our entire back being pressed against the mat. And we're going to squeeze our abs as we lower one leg down to the mat And as soon as we touch, we bring it right back up. Let's do a couple of these, dropping our left leg down to touch and tap, and then bring it back up. You can bring your arms out to your side, tap and touch, or to your tummy to remind yourself to stay tight and engaged. And up. Being conscious of our muscles. Lower and rise. Beautiful, good. Back into that happy baby. Feel the difference from the beginning. Our hips are open. And play around with this one if you want to. If you want to try to extend your legs, maybe extending one leg and the other. Good, and we're going to come right into our thread the needle. So first, find your feet with the mat. Cross your right ankle over your left knee, and then bring your left knee in towards your body. Flex both feet, wrapping both hands around your left knee, trying to keep that right knee away from your body. And breathe. Pulling that left knee in. Nice. Lower the foot, switch sides. So we have our left ankle over our right knee. Oh, this should feel really good in your upper, lower thighs. Good. Have both feet find the mat, and then just windshield wiper your knees from one side to the other. And then in our Shavasana, you can either bring your legs straight out, or you can bring your toes and feet together for Supta Baddha Konasana, where we are opening up our knees, and we're just take a minute here, relaxing your shoulders, just focusing on your breath. Maybe feeling the energy and the vibration within our body, the movement that we have created, our blood, our heart, our mind, all in a beautiful dance, like music, healing every part of our body, rejuvenating our heart, our mind, and our soul, calming our nervous system, creating peace and love, bringing us back to our true state. Now we're going to take our left arm, reach it over our head. If you want to stay in your Shavasana, you can. If you want to close our practice, we're going to come up to a comfortable seated position. Bring your hands to heart center or right on your heart to remind yourself to give love and gratitude for each and every moment that you have on this planet. Bring your hands up to your third eye as we bow to one another. Give thanks and gratitude for this beautiful practice that is yoga. Thank you all of you for joining me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Love and light.